How you going, guys? Curtis from Cutting Edge Engineering. Today we're getting back onto the engine for the Frena-Crane. All of our parts have arrived for our bracket to mount the hydraulic pump to the engine, so we're going to get stuck into that. So Troy's drawn up all the parts in SolidWorks and he's based them off measurements he has taken off the engine. Because we didn't have the engine scanned and we didn't have known locations of things, I am expecting that a few of the parts might need to be modified in order to get this to work correctly. And we've had these parts cut out of 350 grade 8mm plate. We've got a plate for either side of the engine. They look the same, but they are slightly different, so we just need to make sure we're putting the right one on the right side.
The other one.
That one belongs to us. So we've worked out which one goes where, and we're just going to bolt them on loosely. Now we got those fitted, I don't want to rely on the 3 bolts on either side of the engine to support the hydraulic pump. So we do have some other plates that have been cut and they're going to be used to tie in and support the hydraulic pump bracket to the engine mount.
Trimmed down a little bit.
So the bolt holes don't quite line up. We just need to trim a little bit off the bottom of the bracket and then it'll fit perfectly.
Bit more?
A little bit more.
And we got the same thing on this side, so we're going to trim it up as well. So the bolt holes line up now, but I've just realised that when the bracket was manufactured, they actually pressed it on the wrong side, which means the radius on the bracket doesn't suit the radius on the engine mount. So we're just going to grind that up and make it look good.
Okay.
Now I need to fix the other one.
Okay.
So those look good. Now we're going to move to the front and fit the plate that the pump mounts to. So we're just going to tack the top two corners to hold this in place, and then we're going to check to make sure everything's parallel and in alignment. So everything worked out, everything is exactly in alignment and it's going to work perfectly. We have given ourselves enough room between the bracket and the front of the engine that if we ever need to do any work on it, like changing the belt or a front main seal, we don't have to remove the entire hydraulic pump. Now we can just tack the bottom corners and fit the gussets. So I'm really happy with how that's gone together. Troy has done a fantastic job in drawing up all the parts for the hydraulic pump bracket. But before I weld it out, there is one more thing we need to do, and that is to make a support plate for the back of the compressor. And to make it, we're going to be using the original compressor bracket off the Perkins engine and an old gate hinge. We only need this plate, so we're going to cut the other one off.
You need to.
Linen shit? Yep.
Cool.
That looks legit.
So that's our entire bracket fitted together. Now we're going to unbolt it and weld it out.
right now. What you got? Piggy. Come on.
What do you got? Drop it. Drop it. Home. Listen. Hey. Stop it. Alright, you win. Now that's welded and cooled down enough, we're going to hit it with a grinder and take off any sharp bits and use a chisel to chip any spatter. Now we can fit it back to the engine and see if anything pulled out of shape from the welding. Righto guys, so we got that bolted back on and nothing pulled out of shape. That is our pump bracket completely fabricated except for a paint job. We're not going to paint it just yet because we do have a lot of other parts that need to be painted and we'll do them all together. And now we've got the hydraulic pump mounted, we can move on to the next thing, which is making the drive coupling that connects the crankshaft to the pump. But you'll have to stay tuned for that video. Thanks for watching.
More stickers than plate.
Wait, what? Audio?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. Like the train.
No train.
Sound like a train. Righto. So those... Right. So those... So we've got a plate for either side of the engine. They are pretty... So we got plates for... Oh, fuck me. What'd you say again? We've got... Oh, fuck. We've also got some other plates here that we are going to use to tie the pump bracket into the engine mount and support that load, distribute that load a little bit more evenly.
Very good.
I don't know what I fucking said. Now with those fitted, we do have a bag of parts that... bag of parts. So those looks good. So the bolt hose... bolt hose. My lips starting to stick to my teeth. So those look good. Now we're going to fit the plate on the front that the pump mounts to. So that's coming together really nicely. There is one more thing that we need. The train. Fuck off. Righto guys, so we got that bolted back on and nothing pulled out of...
Start again.
Righto guys, so we got that bolted back on and nothing pulled out of shape, and that is our pump bracket completed. And that is our... Oh. Righto guys, so we got our... Oh fuck, I did it again. Holding and standing.
Wait, what?
They'd be using board piers.
Board piers. Holy moly. This is the game.
Come on. Drop it. Drop it. You're a good boy. You can just drop it. Drop it.